Hey there, gang. Welcome back to another exciting episode in our Rust programming journey. In this video, we are going to unravel the mysteries of a tool that every Rustacean loves and relies on Cargo. What is Cargo? Cargo is a tool installed along with Rust, which helps us create, compile, and run projects, as well as manage our dependencies. Now, I understand that's a lot of jargon, so let's break it down. Remember in the previous video, let me just open up the project. Shoot Studio Code. Now, remember how if we, for example, if we changed something here, like say hello world with two exclamation marks, we had to compile the whole thing again. And only then can we run the, oh, sorry, I forgot to save the file. Yeah, you got to save the file before you run it. Otherwise, you'll end up with the same old output. Now, if we do this, yes, see, now we get hello. Now, with the help of Cargo, we can automate the whole thing. So let's close this project, close this folder, open up our terminal. We can now we can create a new Rust project with Cargo by entering the following command: Cargo new. Let's call it hello Cargo. Now we have already, now this creates a, now if we check the contents, we can see that there is a new folder called hello Cargo. Let's change into that directory. Now, if we open up this folder in VS Code, you can open it up by Command or Control O. Open this folder. We can see that um, there is a file called cargo.toml. There's a .gitignore file, and then there is a folder called src. src is where all the source file for the project will live in. Now, suppose you, and if we open up our main.rs, it has it's exactly the same code that we wrote before. This is a standard template which Cargo uses. So every project that you create using Cargo will have these files. Now there is a folder called, now there's a file called cargo.toml. Now this is a configuration file for Cargo, which helps Cargo build, like compile and run the project. Now this is the name of the project. This is the version. This is the edition of Rust that Cargo will use to compile. Now there is um this is called a section. This within the box brackets. The next section is called dependencies. Now dependencies are like let's say your friend has written a, a program and you would like to use that in your project. So you would use dependencies to include his project in yours. Now, for example, if we now Rust has a whole repository of third-party libraries written by other people, which is open source for everyone to use. We can visit this by we can check this out by going to crates.io. Now these are a lot of programs written by people which have been maintained Some of these, for example, this is a library called Rant. We will be using this way actually quite soon, maybe in the next video itself. So if we want to use this program in our project, what we would do is we would copy this and paste it here. And that's it. Rust will Cargo will download the dependencies in the background and include it in our project. Currently, we don't need this right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. Okay. Okay. Now that we've seen how the structure of a project, let's see how we can compile and run it using Cargo. So open up a terminal. Make sure you are in the Hello Cargo folder. So what we will do is enter the command cargo build. Now it says that it is compiled the code that we have written, and um, the final file, the executable, is here. Hello.cargo. It is in target folder. Hello.cargo. Now, if you want to run this, we can run it by changing into that directory. It is this file. This is the file that we have to run. So what we can do is dot hello world. Oh, that dot hello cargo. So brilliant. So now, for example, if we change this, you want to compile it, we'll have to go back. Yeah, you can go back a folder by pressing cd dot dot. If you want to go back another folder, you go cd dot dot. Now we are in the main folder of the project. So here you put cargo build. It has recompiled the project. Now, instead of changing into that folder all the time, what you can do is you can put dot slash target debug and the name of the file, hello cargo. Now it is changed. Now this is quite tedious. You have to build it and again then issue another command to run it. So what we can do instead is enter cargo run, and it does the building and the running in one step. Now, say for example, if we remove the comma and we just run cargo run. Oh, again, you got to save your files, guys. Don't forget. Crucial. Cargo run. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, there is one more command that is pretty useful. It's called cargo check. So what it does is it checks your code and checks if it can be compiled. You might be wondering, why would anyone do that? Like, isn't it easier to just put cargo build? It doesn't make a difference for like small project like this, but if you have like a huge project, it could take like hours to compile. So cargo check will just quickly check. It will not build a final executable file, but it is quite easy. It is quite quick if you just want to check everything, see, make sure it compiles before you move on to something else. Otherwise, if you write all your code and then try checking it or compiling it, and there's an error, then you got to go back again and start working again. There's a lot of back and forth which can be avoided if we keep checking our code. So yeah, guys, make sure you keep checking your code. Okay, guys, for now, that's it for this video. I will see you guys in the next video, where we will be writing our first code which will take input from the users. That's going to be a lot more. It's very exciting. Hopefully, hope to see you guys soon. Please like and subscribe the video if you guys found this helpful, and it really does help. Thank you.